Take a close look at this video. Federal authorities are now offering a $5,000 reward to help catch the two people who started these fires inside a Brooklyn Park strip mall. Those arsons occurred earlier this spring, damaging 3 businesses. As Delane Cleveland reports, it's been a long road for those businesses, still trying to recover from the pandemic.
I'm here at a strip mall on Brookdale Drive and Xerxes Avenue in Brooklyn Park, where sometime in the early morning hours of April 19th, investigators say 2 people intentionally set fire to a nail salon, a realtor's office, and a clothing store. Now, nearly 2 months later, the businesses are still boarded up. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosive released surveillance videos this week showing 2 people with gasoline containers dousing the businesses with the liquid. The suspects then ignited the vapors, causing an extensive amount of damage. Things could have been worse had it not been for the building's sprinkler system that helped keep the flames under control. But in the case of top-to-bottom clothing, they still suffered a significant loss.
Coming off of a pandemic last year, this will be my busy season for weddings and proms. So I kind of missed all of that again. Not able to service my customers at this time. So it's really been heartbreaking.
The ATF is offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to the identification and prosecution of the 2 people responsible. If you have information about this incident, you can call, email, or submit tips anonymously. We have links on how to do that on our website at ccxmedia.org. In Brooklyn Park, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
On a hot night, excitement and reflection for graduates of Brooklyn Center High School. The class of 2021 celebrated together, something the class of 2020 wasn't able to do last year due to the pandemic. As Sonia Goins reports, Brooklyn Center students and staff paid tribute to a 2020 grad whose life ended way too soon.
Next week will be my first Father's Day without her being here, so this year's full of a lot of firsts.
Andre McNeil's Brooklyn Park home is filled with memories of his daughter, Anaja Griffin McNeil.
She baked me a cake on Father's Day.
A photo blanket provides more than warmth.
This is us at the father-daughter dance.
Anaja, who was attending college in Texas, was fatally shot in January by a male acquaintance.
He took a champion for people away from us before she even really got started. But he also took the best part of me. He took the best part of me. He took my only daughter, my baby girl.
This week, there was light after so much darkness. Anaja graduated with the class of 2020, and on Wednesday, she was there in spirit as her former classmates returned for the ceremony they didn't get to have.
She would have been here with this big old pretty smile of hers, you know, home with a lot of her friends.
A very emotional dad stood in for his daughter.
We're walking on her behalf, the father, Anaja Griffin McNeil.
Today's going to be a proud, bittersweet moment. I can appreciate the school for doing this. This is a one-of-a-kind thing I've heard of any other school in the city's doing this, or even nationally. So it just shows how much the folks at BC cares.
Anaja's legacy will live on through a scholarship in her name. A student who graduated on Wednesday will receive over $4,000 for college.
It'll benefit someone that walked the same halls as our daughter did.
Meanwhile, the McNeils refuse to be consumed by bitterness. They're using their pain to make sure another family doesn't have to suffer the same type of tragedy.
It's helping me process my anger, my rage.
Andre is teaching domestic violence prevention classes at a community center in Minneapolis.
I feel like if someone had stepped in that man's life, both of our families wouldn't be affected.
He's spreading that same message to young boys in his Doorstep Foundation mentoring program.
As much as I am angry and furious and enraged with him, he's got somebody that loves and cares about him too. So 2 families are destroyed whenever these acts of violence take place.
Anaja is gone, but her bright spirit will remain in the hearts of her family and friends.
You know, he affected his world in a way he'll never know because she was destined to do amazing things with the support system she had behind her.
Sonia Goins, CCX News.
As for the outcome of the shooting, Anaja's family is waiting for a grand jury to convene to indict the man who shot and killed her. If the algae blooms on your local lake look a bit worse this year, you can blame the excessive heat. Water quality experts say the heat and early blooming algae are reasons why crews only lightly treated Crystal Lake in Robbinsdale on Thursday. The city and Shingle Creek Watershed Commission are working to improve the water clarity of Crystal Lake, but the pH levels weren't at the right place for a full treatment. Crews are treating the lake with alum, a chemical that helps with phosphorus levels.
A lot of phosphorus has come into the lake. There's no natural outlet, and so everything that comes in stays and then is released from the sediment. And so what the alum does is it catches everything in the water column, brings it down, and then forms a barrier on the bottom to prevent any more phosphorus from getting out.
Crews will be back in the fall to finish the job on Crystal Lake. The record June heat wave has been unbearable for some, but lucrative for people in the ice cream business. Honey and Mackie's ice cream shop in Plymouth is one of the places to benefit. Over the past week, staff members say it's common to see about a dozen or so people in line during the busiest parts of the day.
People love to get ice cream during these times and just enjoy the weather, and it's a really great way to make what can be a hot heat wave that can sometimes be difficult to go through, it makes it that much more tolerable and enjoyable.
Honey and Mackie's offers more than 20 ice cream flavors, and they change out daily.